Hello everybody, welcome back. So, I know I haven't posted in a bit, but by popular demand we will be playing some Minecraft. In this video we're gonna just continue where we left off in the last one. In the last one we were working on getting armor enchants, and this video we're gonna finish that up. We're gonna get all the armor enchants that we can, and then we will start, I guess next time will probably be tools. So we have all of the armor enchants that we can. We just don't have Swift Sneak and what is it? Soul Speed? Soul Speed. Frostwalker to it, I don't care. So we have all of these guys. Wait. Yeah, they're good. So, we have all of those guys. And we have a couple of them. But my main thing I want to do right now, first, I apologize if I little sound a little bad. I'm a little bit congested right now. But what I want to do now is I want to put mending and unbreaking on each of my. Wait, no, not mending and unbreaking. I want to put unbreaking, mending, and protection 4 on all of my equipment, so I can go into the mines and find a monster spawner so I can get XP, because I will not have enough XP to do everything if I just do by villager trading. So I'm going to grind out all of the emeralds I need, because it's a lot, actually. That's something I'll do. Let's do the math.
The math here is simple. We calculate how much it would cost to buy 4 Prot 4 books and 4 mending books from the villagers. But we do have to subtract 1 from each. First, each mending book costs 30 emeralds, so 90 in total. Then each Prot 4 book costs 53 each. So in all, that comes out to a total of 249 emeralds just to get 2 enchants on each piece of the armor. Not great. With the total calculated, I used the 2 that I had already bought and crafted an anvil and enchanted my chestplate just to have a little defense. One of the main ways that I made money during this whole grind was chopping down dark oak trees with a stone axe and selling it to Fletchers.
Since there were no suggestions on the previous video for the name for the dog, I thought I would bring back an old friend. Welcome back, Gungi. You were good in the last world. Hopefully, I stick around longer in this one. But I'm going to let this dog walk around with me more, because well, what's the point leaving him in the house? We'll bring him with. You get to adventure with me. Face the challenges of hardcore. Anyways, back to grinding emeralds.
Since the main thing that I will be selling is sticks, I wanted to expand my ability to sell them. So I got some flint for the gravel, and I took 2 fletching tables to the breeding house and made 2 fletchers. I usually only do 1 at a time, but I'm doing 2 this time. Also, the green villager got out of the breeder again. I'm starting to think I should name him so I can see if he lasts a long time. The other way that I was going to get some emeralds was by selling the clothes of sheep to shepherds. Whilst I was grinding emeralds, a wandering trader came around and I saw that he had nothing good for me, so I killed his llamas. At this point, I kind of got tired of chopping trees, so I took a bit of time to tend to the crops that I had been growing in my farm, so enjoy a little relaxation. Another way that I made emeralds was selling some of the pumpkins and melons that had started growing. It's still kind of an unruly process. This is a bit of insight into how I made money. I got a ton of wood and then craft enough of it that it starts spilling out of my inventory to then sell to Fletchers by just picking it up as I sell it. From an entire harvest of both potatoes and carrots, the most plentiful crop because they drop the most, I got about 10 emeralds. Also, the green dude is still alive. He's still there.
All right. I got all the books for the armor. Well, the basic armor ones, like the protection and mending. But that does mean it can be defended to a point. So let me sleep quick. Wait. All right. I'll just wear it. There we go. We are wearing not fully enchanted diamond armor, but we are wearing a full set of enchanted diamond armor, which is really nice. So, like I said, look at my levels. I'm at 7 levels. That was only the base level enchantments. What we need to do now is we need to go out and find a monster spawner. Spider, skeleton, zombie, I can work with any of them. I would... Skeletons are the worst for it, but I can grow crops with it, so it's not terrible. Zombies would probably be the best because you can do clerics with them. And spiders are fine. I can sell a string. But yeah, that's what we're looking at now. So we have to go find a spawner. So I gotta go prep some food, prep some gear, and then we'll get going.
During the search for open caves, I came across a drown holding a trident, and I tried to get it, of course. I didn't drop it. Kind of sad. While walking around, I found an open ravine with some access to resources, so I thought I'd at least give it a try, see if there's a spawner in there. While I was walking around, I got jumped by a witch and poisoned. I thought since I had all prod 4, I could just tank and kill the thing, and luckily, I was correct on this one. Okay, I'm not complaining, but I did find some diamonds while I was just kind of walking around, not really looking for them. Again, I'm not complaining, I'm just kind of mad that this didn't happen when I was actually looking for diamonds.
Okay, I was walking around. I was getting really tired because I knew I was gonna have to go to the surface very quickly because I'm running out of torches. But I stumble across this one. I don't know what's in it because I couldn't really hear. Oh, it's a zombie. Yes, yes. This is perfect. This is actually, like, legitimately perfect. This is the exact one that I wanted. Can I reach the torch from right here? Yes. Jeez. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh! Wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's block myself in here. So, okay. Yeah, this is perfect. I don't know how far we are. Not too far from the house. So this is actually really good. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm not, like, using as many emotions. This has been a long time. I've been searching for, like, an hour and a half. I am tired from this. But we found it. My armor's good. It's protecting me from a lot. I've fell down many holes. You can see my levels are very high now. So we found the zombie spawner, which means we can use clerics to make money. And now... Well, now I gotta make a zombie farm, huh? So I'm gonna pillar up to the surface because I need to get some materials. And I just want to see where I'm at, really. So I'm gonna just dig out a couple blocks. Oh, here's the... Okay. I'm actually gonna... I've got... what was actually really nice about this is that I now have some good materials that I've been lacking. Except coal. Coal I have very little of. Which, that's... I think will take a fortune. I'm gonna have to go on a huge mining trip. And I got some diamonds. I think I talked about that earlier. But I got some diamonds. So now I'm going to pillar to the surface, and then I'm going to walk home, figure out what kind of zombie spawner I'm going to make, and then we'll come back over here. So I was just digging the tunnel to get up to the surface, and I found an amethyst geode. I mean, it's not like that impressive because amethyst geodes are everywhere now, but I just thought I'd mention it because, well, now I have pretty easy access to one in a closed environment. So if I ever need a lot of amethyst, I have it right here next to my spawner. I just thought that I thought it was neat because I was not expecting anything else from this trip. So, yeah. I just thought I'd mention that. Alright, I am home. The spawner is not very far from this house. I think it's over in that direction. But one thing I want to do now is I want to give my horse some diamond horse armor. Because now that spawner it's just over the horizon, basically. I'm going to be using this horse a lot to get around to it, because walking there would be kind of a pain, so I'm going to use this guy to get over there. With that said, I'm using a tutorial that I found from Jay-Z Plays. I've used their tutorials in the past before for different... my giant zombie pigment spawner on the Rumbly SMP, I used it for that. I will link the video in the description. I don't think it matters. They have a ton more watchers and people than I do, but I want to credit the people who do the hard work of creating these farms. With that said, I have the materials that I need. There isn't actually a lot. This is a lot more simpler than the one that I usually use, that's of my own creation, but this, I want this to be really efficient, so I'm going to steal it. And also I got this potion of health that I'm going to keep in my hotbar at all times because, yeah, it'll help. But with that said, I'm going to go build that zombie spawner. And then we are going to find... We're going to get some clerics ready, because then we can start selling rotten flesh. And we can get this armor done. So, let's get to it.
Again, found the green dude. He's still around, still fine. It took me about 20 minutes to just set up the spawner, but in the long run, that's really going to help me.
Well, we got the grinder done, yo. Okay, so I'm going to sit here for a bit. I broke my iron sword, by the way. I need to go get a like sharpness 5 mending one, at least mending on it, so I can start killing them faster. But I'm gonna sit here for a bit. I'm gonna get some good amount. I'm gonna sit here, get some good amount of rotten flesh, and then I guess I'm going to go home, set up some clerics, and then we'll grind out the books we need to make. So
To help get more XP out of the spawner, I made a grindstone so that I could disenchant some of the armor that the zombies dropped. Okay, second math time. Let's figure out how many emeralds we have to make to buy all the books for the armor pieces. First, 44 emeralds for the Depth Strider boots. That's fine. 4 Thorns books for a total of 152. 43 each for an Unbreaking book, so we have to take that times 4, which is 172. Add another 54 for the Feather Falling, and the total emerald count is 378, so we got grinding ahead of us. I set up a third Fletcher in the workhouse so that I can make 48 emeralds per cycle, which will really help in the long term.
So I was going to save all of the emeralds till the last bit and then do it all in one big spending spree. I'm not going to do that because I want to use some of my levels that I have because it'll just be more economical. So let's do the pants and the chestplate because those don't need any further enchants once we get past this stage. I won't be able to... Can I buy the other Unbreaking book? No, I'm short some. But we can at least do the chest plate. So we can... And that would be the chest plate complete. The pants, even though we have all the ones that we can from this area, we still have to go get the new Swift Sneak. But that is something we will do later. Sure. There we go. See? Now the chest plate is good. So now we'll start working towards the pants, the boots, obviously, and the helmet. Now this will give me, I can earn more experience per trade or per anything, because, you know, I have to earn less to level up. So let's get back to it. I have 2 of the books I have the 2 unique books for the helmet. I have one of the basic ones for the pants, and I still have to do the boots, the full boots. So let's get to it.
I bought an Unbreaking book, and that would finish off the pants, making me about halfway done, but the larger part is the boots and the helmet, because they have unique enchantments. I got over a stack, 2 stacks and a half of emeralds, so I could buy all the books that I needed for the helmet. But I didn't have the levels for it, so I went to the spawner to grind a little bit. It took a ton of zombie deaths to get all the levels for the armor, but due to the fact that I have lost a hardcore run to zombies, I don't really care. I finished up the helmet so that I could start focusing on the last piece of armor, the boots. Another wandering trader, another dead couple of llamas, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I found another drowned outside of my house, and since it had a trident, I tried to get a trident from it, but it didn't drop, and that would make 3 that I have killed, with no luck.
Alright, we're getting real close to getting everything. We just gotta buy the, just gotta buy the books, which is, I did not mean to buy that. I'll clear it later. Breaking, you. Do I have enough? I don't, oh my god. I just ruined my own day. Okay, I gotta go grind a little bit more, a couple more emeralds. Just a couple. Okay, about half an hour later, I got the amount of emeralds I need. I needed what? Depth Strider, yeah. Hello, you. Okay, cool. So that accounts for all of the boot upgrade, the boot enchants that we need. So now what we get to do is we get to haul my loot. I actually need all of these, so I'll just unenchant the, I'm gonna leave Goongi here. I'll unenchant the one. We have to go over to, I left my anvil over at the zombie grinder, which has been really effective. I've just been listening to podcasts while waiting for it to grind up. Well, really, for podcasts, you guys should watch the Moronic History podcast. 3 episodes out right now. War of the Worlds, Panic, Zamoron's Train, and Battle of Los Angeles. But since I don't watch my own podcast because I'm not a cretin, I watch the Well, There's Your Problem podcast, which is very good, and you should all go watch it if you're into engineering disasters and just people joking around about people forever. So anyway, enough about my podcasting. Enough about my podcast taste. So we are going to enchant these boots. Now these boots have protection and mending, so we're going to combine we don't need respiration. Depth Strider and Thorns, and then these two. And then we are going to see how much it's going to cost in levels. And then once we figured that out, it's only a matter of time. Then I'll be done. Which is kind of sad because I'm almost out of Well, There's Your Problem podcast episodes to watch. Okay, so that's 3 levels. That's 12 levels, but 6 levels if I switch them around. Okay, boots. I have 18 levels. Which one's going to do? Okay, perfect. How much is this going to cost? 26. Okay, 26 level. Alright, as you can see, I am one zombie away from getting level 26, which is what I need for the boots. So we gotta wait. There it is. Okay. I need to get a better sword. Alright, cool. We got the amount that we need. So now we can go up here. We're gonna take the sample with us. So let's put this on there though. And there we go. We are fully kitted out in some fully enchanted, well, not fully enchanted, minus Swift Sneak and Soul Speed. We have fully enchanted Diamond Armor, which makes us very, very hard to kill. We have a very good amount of protection at this point. Full prot for Feather Falling, which is huge. Prot 4 and Feather Falling are the big things that we're looking for here because they're the things that'll stop us from falling really far and taking a bunch of damage. Respiration, drowning, all that stuff. So we are looking pretty sweet. So we need to talk about the future. What is the next step? Well, the next step is obviously we are lacking in tools. We have the armor. That's not like an issue. We have the armor now. We have the protection. So we can go back to the mines and get the amount of diamonds I need for some tools. Right now I have 2. For a full set of tools, including the spade, not the spade, the hoe, it'll be 2, 6, 8, 10. It'll be 10 diamonds. I have 2 of those at the moment. So we only need 8 more, which is pretty good. So that will be next time. And we will, on top of getting the tools, we will have to fully enchant them. That includes fortune on the axe and the pickaxe. Silk touch on the we'll have to get 2 pickaxes, one for silk touch, one for fortune, but we'll do fortune first. And then fully enchant the sword, and I won't do the bow next time because the bow can be very it's very time consuming. So I won't do the bow next time, but I'll do that on my own time. Yeah. With the armor done, next time we'll get some tools. But with all of that said, I want to thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!